The next part of your module for week 1 is to get yourself set up with a Twitter account. Pretty soon you're going to be a working professional in the field of education, and you're going to be looking for ways to continue your learning, develop your practice, and network with other teachers. Twitter has become a great form of professional development with which to do all of these things. And we're going to use this mode of technology as a microblog in order to connect with each other, course readings, assignments, and resources in real time. It'll be a great way for us to build an online community when we don't get to see each other face to face. If you already have a Twitter account for personal use, you're welcome to use it. Just be aware that I'm going to be following you and encourage all members of the class to follow you as well. If you want, you can create another account for professional use. Many educators have multiple Twitter accounts for various purposes, and this will help you keep the two lives separate if you choose. My Twitter account is mostly professional, although I do tweet about my love of Detroit sports. Go Lions! Pass along great quotes from The Simpsons, and I engage my friends in conversation every now and then. So for those that aren't familiar, Twitter is a social networking site where you can follow many different accounts to get real-time updates of other people. In this class, we're going to follow not only each other, but other education professionals, news sites, policy reports, other bloggers, sometimes public figures, other teachers, and activists for women's issues. Half the Sky has a Twitter account, and I would highly recommend that you follow them as well. To contribute to the Twitterverse, you can also create your own updates. Those are called tweets. In this class, we're going to be tweeting about what we read, what we've learned, and questions that we have for each other. All tweets are 140 characters or less. This is why Twitter is often called microblogging. It's much like a Facebook status update, but much, much smaller. Links and pictures can be tweeted as well as updates, and we'll be making good use of all of these things this semester. I'm going to encourage you to tweet as often as you can, as often as possible this semester. Keeping this ongoing discussion throughout the semester when we can't see each other face to face will really add a lot to the course. If you decide to do the Twitter assignment, the assignment is to tweet at least twice a week. So some of you can tweet for a grade, but others of you can just tweet to update or watch other people's updates, answer questions, things like that. I will be regularly tweeting from my account like I always do. And you'll be seeing some of those Detroit sport comments, but also mostly comments about the class, what I am reading, and things like that. So I highly recommend you set up your Twitter account as soon as possible. It's free. You can do that by going to twitter.com and choose a login and a password. You have to have an email account to use to sign up. You can use your U of M Flint email if you'd like. You're going to ask to enter your real name, your email address, and your email password. So Twitter is going to show you fields with your real name, your email and password, and your username, and it will automatically make your username your real name. You may change it if you like, but professional accounts typically use their real names or variations of it. Mine is Annie Whitlock, my real name, but it could have been Annie W. or A. Whitlock. If you have a personal account that already uses your real name and you've decided to make a separate one because you choose, then obviously you're going to need another variation for that. Don't name it anything that you wouldn't want on the internet representing you. I think that goes without saying. If your name is somewhat common, then Twitter will give you variations itself or have you put a number with your name on it. And this is fine and sometimes necessary to distinguish you from other people. Once you have your account, Twitter is going to run you through a quick setup where it's going to ask you to follow people, browse through different account categories, and find people you know. At this point, you can start following me. That'll be the first person that you follow. My Twitter name is just Annie Whitlock. And then you can search for other classmates later on. I'm going to have a way that we can find each other on Twitter. Using me or on our Blackboard site as well. So then you'll need to go into the email address that you used to sign up with Twitter and confirm your account. All notifications you receive from Twitter will come to this email address. So now you should be ready to build your Twitter page. This is going to be where you will read all the updates from the feeds that you follow once you have them. So click on your name at the top to set up your profile. And then Twitter will walk you through some steps to upload a photo, a location, a website or a blog if you have one that you would like to link. It's going to ask you to create a Twitter bio, which is just a short little description of yourself. It's going to ask you to link your Twitter account to Facebook. I don't recommend doing that unless you want your Facebook friends to read about class, but I suppose you could. And then you can choose a design for your page. If you would like, after that, you've got that all set up, you can then download a free Twitter app on your phone. If you have a smartphone, I highly recommend doing this. It's free. Once you have the Twitter account, you can download the free app. I use the Twitter app, but I think EchoPhone and TweetDeck still exist. And you can use them, and it'll ask you to log in with your Twitter account and then put it onto your phone. So if you want to check it, waiting in line or when you're not near a computer, it'll be right there with you. So I highly recommend doing that as well. Once you're all set up with that, then you can make your first tweet. So that's pretty easy. If you're on your computer, there's a giant blue button in the top right, or right underneath your name, it'll say compose a tweet, and you can go ahead and create a welcome message for the rest of us to get to know you. You only have 140 characters, remember, and Twitter will count down when you're getting close to the end and let you know when you've gone over. Please include our class hashtag at the end of your tweets. This is going to help all of us kind of collect. We can see who's in our class by all putting the same hashtag at the end of our tweets. Then, once we all do that, we can click on this hashtag and see everybody in our class instead of everybody in the whole world. So our hashtag is going to be hashtag EDE201, our class name. Hashtag EDE201. This is going to link us all together. So if you want a written out detailed instructions of what I just said, that's going to be posted on Blackboard in a document called Getting Started with Twitter. Also, you can go ahead and follow me, and you'll be able to get regular updates from me about how to keep going with Twitter as well. All right, the last thing that you need to do for week 1 online module is to post a photo of yourself with your Twitter handle and a fun fact about you. This is going to help us all get to know each other, as we're going to be commenting on each other's discussion posts. We're going to be following each other on Twitter, and this class is going to have a lot of insight and opinions to share. So it's always nicer when we can put a name with the face, even online. So for your last thing to do for the week is to go to our week 1 module folder. Every week, our course modules will open under the side bar under called course module, and it will have a folder for the week. So this week's folder says week 1, January 6th through 12th. Click on that. This is where this video is going to be, so you obviously already found it. And then you need to go to the discussion board that says, who are we? What I'd like you to do then is create a new discussion thread, and the only thing you need to put in there is a picture of yourself and your name and your Twitter handle, whatever it is you just created, and a fun fact about yourself. You can go ahead and also leave a video message if you want. If you open up a new thread where you go to type it, there should be a little like red, or a button that looks like a red target. If you click on that, it should allow you to capture a video just like this, and you can post a quick 30-second clip of you saying hello, introducing yourself with your Twitter name, and a fun fact about yourself as well. So I look forward to working with you all this semester. I'm really excited to see what you're going to come up with and hear from your insights. Look for me again in week 2, next Monday, the 13th. And after this, I will always leave a slide with the wrap-up of what are the things that you have to complete for the week. Have a great week, and please call or email if you have any questions. Thank you.